The Houston Museum of Natural Science is hosting an exhibit of grave importance.
The exhibit is about anything in nature that can cause a human death. So it's divided into 5 sections. The first section is sort of an introduction to make sure that we're all talking about the same thing. And then the 3 middle sections are mineral, vegetable, and animal. And then the last section is in conclusion, talking about how it's not all about you. Humans are often thinking of things that are venomous or poisonous in terms of human deaths, but most of these things will never see a human and do not care about humans. So why are they so venomous? There are a lot of misconceptions addressed in this exhibit. For example, people are often afraid of snakes or spiders or sharks, things of that nature. But the things that are really going to get you are the things that are going to cause a heart attack, not wearing your seatbelt in a car and having a car collision, or basic things like not getting enough exercise or smoking. So if you come to this exhibit and you have these preconceived notions about what you're going to be seeing, you'll be very pleasantly surprised that it's not a morbid show. A lot of what the show is talking about is informing you, the patron, about what the actual story is, and then also informing you about information that you may not have realized. So, for example, there are usually venomous snakes and there are usually non-venomous snakes, but there are actually 4 species of poisonous snake. Your odds of getting hit in the head by a coconut are widely reported as being way less than your odds of getting attacked by a shark, but that's not really a true statistic even though it's widely reported. So you'll find some things that are interesting and you'll also find some things that are humorous. If you would like to bring some children here, what you will find is it is talking about death and things that can kill you, but it's not necessarily overt. There are 2 places where there's skeletons. One's in a sculpture and one's in a bathtub, and he's got a gold tooth and is reading a magazine. And then there are 3 cadavers, but they're sort of tucked away and hidden. So you can choose to interact with them or not. Most of the kids that we've seen in here have really enjoyed it because there's a lot of buttons to push, there's a lot of interactives to flip a page or lift something up or roll something or touch something. And the parents are guiding what the kids are seeing, and they're also guiding the conversation. If you as the parent are pointing out things, then the kids will notice. If you're not, they don't. I really like all the live animals in the exhibit, and people don't realize that we have a pretty large extensive teaching collection here of live animals at the museum, and they all belong to us, and we have people who come in here and take care of them every morning. I really like the dress that is dyed with copper arsenite, so it's an arsenic-based dye. It's a beautiful artifact, but it's also a deadly artifact. I like the Lacoon Group sculpture that we have that was recreated with the Wild Collection. I love the architecture of the observatory. I just love it all.
So now that we've examined what can kill you, what's the life lesson we've learned?
My biggest piece of advice is situational awareness. So one of the things that comes up a lot is people are terrified of snakes. You have a 0% chance of getting bit by a snake if you are not physically interacting with a snake. If you're not picking it up, you're not stepping on it, you're watching where you're going. So just make better decisions and you have a lesser chance of having poor decisions or poor results come of those decisions.
For more information, visit www.hmns.org. For Day Trips, I'm Stacee Hawkins.